Hi y'all, and welcome to my kitchen. I'm Rhonda Morrison. I am going to cook for you today my favorite cream cheese recipe. I got my Philadelphia cream cheese out here softening, and it is my version of a ooey gooey butter cake. I got so many different uses for this, and it pairs up nicely with just about everything. So right now I have my spinach on low here in this pot. It was frozen. Got 2 bags of 16-ounce spinach. Stir that up and see how it's coming along. Oh, it's about perfect. And I want to tell y'all the reason why I thawed my spinach here in the pot is because I like a little moisture to stay in my spinach. And so I cooked it on low with the lid on to keep the moisture in it, because once you put it in your creamy spinach casserole, it's going to bubble. And I think casserole should bubble. I'm old school. What can I say? So here I have this pan that's been heating up. I'm going to put a little extra virgin olive oil in it. I did not heat up the pan with the oil in there just because I don't want the oil to go bad on me. Now I'm going to grab my onions. I slivered them thin so they cook up faster. And I just like the texture of a thinner onion in my casserole. Give that a stir and let those cook down. Now while these are cooking down, whoops, lost one. It's okay, countertop's clean. And now while these are cooking down in this skillet, let me get a I'm using the same spoon. It don't matter. It's going back in this pot anyway. So I'm going to put it all together at the end. Let me grab my garlic. I'm going to get them out of their casings. Just give them a good smash. I'll with my garlic press. I'm going to go ahead and add these in with my spinach after I take them out of their shells. You know what I love about cream cheese? And here's why I'm using 4 cloves of garlic. Cream cheese will mellow out spice. And garlic has a little spice to it. Cream cheese mellows out spice and it enhances fruity flavors. It's just a fabulous, decadent little enhancer that you can use in your kitchen to flavor up anything. So to my spinach, I'm going to start adding these cloves of garlic, pressing them in so you can get every last bit of that garlic. Give this a little stir, and I think we're ready to add our mushrooms. Over here I have 2 cups of sliced mushrooms, already sliced. I just bought them in the grocery store already sliced. So you got your cream cheese. Open it up. This is probably about my 200th block of cream cheese to open up in my lifetime. I cook with it a lot. This is a recipe that I've brought to barbecues and have become the most popular person at those barbecues just from this dish. This dish is a conversation piece. Everybody loves it. Now, at this point, you got your cream of mushroom soup in there. You've got your garlic. You've got your cream cheese. And I'm going to put about a half a tablespoon of kosher salt and about a quarter of a tablespoon of black pepper. Give that a good little mix. And while this is breaking down, you may say, Rhonda, I don't got all that time to saute those onions and the mushrooms. Well, you can just do the spinach with the garlic, cream cheese, salt, pepper, and then at this point, once you get it all mixed up together, add half of one of them small cans of French fried onions, and mix that up in there. I tell you, that goes great with the steak. And once you put it in your casserole dish, you just top it with those French fried onions. You cook it exactly the same way as I'm cooking this dish, but it's quicker, saves you on time, energy, the whole shebang. So once you get this all incorporated together, instead of the French fried onions, I'm going to add my mushrooms and my onions that have been sitting over here covered. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. They've been sauteing up together. Give that a good stir. Now I'm kind of just tossing this around so I don't break up my mushrooms too much, so that whenever you dive in, you get a good hunk of mushroom in there. Alright. Get my lid off of my casserole dish. Go ahead and pour this up. Look at all that creamy goodness going in there. Give it a little pat, 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 pat. Put this in my trash pile. Now I got some prosciutto that I want to top that with, or as we say in Texas, fancy bacon. And I don't want to just lay it straight across, because then once you go to cut into this creamy spinach, you're going to end up with a mess trying to cut through the prosciutto. So I go ahead and cut it ahead of time through the wrapper in strips, so that whenever you go to serve it up, it's easier, just easier to serve all the way around. I'm going to top my casserole with prosciutto only, no paper. Okay, now that we have that covered, I'm just going to grab my Parmesan cheese and I'm going to grate it on top. Just a thin layer on top there. Doesn't that look beautiful? Oh my goodness. And then I'm just going to take my casserole uncovered so that my prosciutto gets nice and crispy. And I'm going to put it, whoops, down here in this oven. Come here, you're for later. And get that a bacon, and I'll see you back here in 1 second for you, 30 minutes for me. Okay, we're at a bubble. We've been at 350 for half an hour, and as you can see, it is just beautiful. I've got my prosciutto all crisped up on top, and my casserole's bubbling. Woo! Some hot stuff right there. See the mushrooms all in there? A little more prosciutto. And while that's cooling for a second, I want to show you over here. You're going to say, Rhonda, that makes a lot of casserole. Well, it sure does. The next morning, make yourself an omelet, pair it with some fruit. It is delicious. Or you can take just ordinary chicken breast, grilled chicken breast. Put some of that casserole on top, a couple of tomatoes. I put Havarti cheese on top. It's all melted and gooey. It keeps going. This is a dish that'll keep going. A little more Parmesan right on top of there. Get a mushroom. Mmm. 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 Your family's going to love it. Your friends are going to love it. You're going to be the hero. You can thank me later. This is Rhonda Morrison, and thank you for coming to my kitchen.